This is the Roulette Master, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe by hitting the red subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner. Also ring that bell for notifications because I have new content releasing every single day of the week at 8 a.m. And for today's video, I had so many questions about yesterday's video, and I think a few people did it wrong, and I want to answer some questions that people had about how they want to play for more money using it, and let's go ahead and get started, and I'll try to answer all of those questions for you because I know it is a really cool system. And instead of dollar units today, we're going to use $10 units. For those of you that wanted to make more, I did get a lot of comments about how people didn't like using the dollar units because it didn't take long. But I think there's also a lot of people that play online that love using dollar units. They get up, 20, 30 bucks a day and call it quits, and over 30 days that can really add up. But let's use $10 units today, and I'll show you how that can still be very effective, and it still gets nowhere near the table maximum. And we lost the very first one, so that means we're down $20, and that also means that we're going to spin without betting until we don't hit a third 12. The beauty of that is if we hit a bunch of third 12s in a row, we won't lose. But we did not, so it's time to bet again, and we're always going to go up 2 units of 10. So because we're using $10 units today, so let's go ahead and bet on that. Okay, and we won. So after you win, you always want to look and see how much you're up. We're up 10 now, and we haven't been up anything, so we know that we can restart. But we want to remember the $10. It's very important. So we're back to 10. Okay, we lost again. So we are going to spin without betting. Okay, it's time to bet again. So we're going to go from 10 to 30 because, again, we're going to go up 2 units after losses, which never really gets near the table maximum, which is pretty cool. That's another loss there, though. So we lost at 30 each, so we know the next one will be 50 each, and we're minus 70. So we're going to spin until we don't hit a third 12, and I'm going to show you how to recover with this system really well. So we know that the next ones are going to be 70, and let's go ahead and, oh, I'm sorry. It's time to bet again. Again, up 2 units each time. Okay, and we got it. Okay, we're back to 0, so that means we're not done. That means we have to go again. So that's the important thing to remember. You have to get back to at least where you were at before. So here we go. Now if we lose this one, we'll sit out and go to 90 on the next one. But we won. So now we're at an all-time high again. We're up 70, so we need to remember that. And we start back at 10 each. But the cool thing is, even once you get up to 70 and 90, since you're only going up 2 units at a time, it would take forever to get to the $1,000 table maximum. So that's important. We won that one, so we're just going to repeat the bet. Okay, we got a win. So now we're up 90. But I think the part that people were missing out on yesterday is once they won after they lost, they restarted back to 10 when they should have been making sure that they got back to where they were, where their all-time high was before. We're up 100 now. So that's very important. So something to pay attention to there. Okay, we got a win. We're up 110. Let's just keep going because, again, we just keep rebetting when we get wins. There's a loss. Okay, so we know the next one will be 30, but not yet because, and also remember we were up $110. So remember that's our all-time high now. Very important. Okay. That didn't hurt us one bit, and that's the cool thing about this system. We could have 10 in a row third 12s and it wouldn't hurt us at all because we're not going to bet again until it doesn't hit third 12. So see all the money this is saving us? We're not betting a thing until it stops hitting third 12. Okay, now it's time to go again. Now it'll be $30. But again, the cool thing is you just go 30, 50, 70, 90, 110, 130. And eventually, if you're patient enough, you'll get your money back and then some before you would ever get near a table maximum. So that was pretty bad luck that we hit the third 12 again. But now we know we're going to go from 30 to 50, but not until we don't hit a third 12. Okay, so it's time to go to 50. We have to remember we need to get to 110 again before we start over. That's very important. Really, really bad luck today, but that's okay. I want you guys to see this progression and how it can come back. So now we're going to go from 50 to 70, but not until we spin without hitting a third 12. Alright, so that didn't cost us a thing there. That's fantastic. See, it didn't cost us there either. We could get 10 or 20 of these in a row. It wouldn't cost us a dime. That's the beauty of it. Okay, and we know the next bet's 70. It's time to put it up there. So it's going to take 2 wins to get us back up where we were. So this is where I think people made a mistake. They just started over now. But you can't do that. We're just back at 0. So it's time to just rebet this. And I think we have to go one more time actually, because to get to 110. Okay, and we lost. So again, I'm glad this is happening because I want you to see the worst possible scenario. That was 70 each, so we know the next bet's going to be 90 each. But first we're going to spin. I want to show you guys how to recover from these really bad spins. Okay, that didn't cost us anything either. Fantastic. Didn't cost us a thing. That's the beauty of it. We can keep getting third 12s all day long and it won't cost us. Okay, now it's time to bet again. But now it's time for 90. But again, we're nowhere near the table maximum. Like I said, it'll go 90, 110, 130, 150, 170. And you'll have plenty of time to get everything back as long as you're patient. Okay, so we got that at 90. But remember, we were up 110. So we're minus 50 right now. So we're just going to rebet. Okay, we got another win. So right now we're up 40. So we're not to 110 yet. So we just hit rebet. And if we lose here, we'd have to go to 110. But we didn't. But like I said, I would not mind going to 110 or 130 or 150 because you know how long it would take going up $2 or 2 units at a time to get to $1,000 table maximum. It would take a long time. So as long as you're patient, good things will happen. And obviously, the way we did it yesterday with dollar units, even safer, much safer. But this is pretty safe as well because of that table maximum, as long as you have a large startup fund. So we're up $130. So that gives you a good idea of how to retrieve the money. Then you just start back at 10 again and do the same thing over and over. But I felt like I had to make another video because I think a lot of people were getting a win after a loss and just restarting, and they weren't paying attention to the fact that they had to get back up where they were before they restarted, and that's why they weren't making enough. And also for the people that wanted to play for more money, That's cool. It's fine if you play $10 units, but if you use $10 units, I would use at least a $2,000 startup fund. So you just have to make sure that you always have as large of a startup fund as possible, especially when you're playing a system where you're not going to reach the table maximum. That just gives you a lot of confidence in what you're doing. But I think that gives you a good example of how to retrieve your money using this system. And then it'll just, when you're playing 212s, you're going to get a lot of wins in a row. Sometimes you're going to go on long runs where you win and win and win and win. And that will just happen as long as you're patient. It will come. So hope you like this system, and hope you're glad that I did another video on it to show you a few more things. Again, the modification was to go up 2 units after losses instead of 1. And especially on the first one, that's nice if you retrieve it, because you would only have 1 triple from 1 to 3 or from 10 to 30. But that's pretty cool. If a lot of them you just lose 1. And then if you lose more than that, it'll help you retrieve that as well. You just have to be patient. And a really, really good system, I think. And one that, like I said, definitely you want to play if you want to stop losing at roulette. And if you want to play really, really safe, use the version I used yesterday with dollars, and set goals for yourself. Set how much you want to win, what the most you can lose is, and just be smart about it. So again, I hope you like this. If you have a system you'd like to showcase on the channel, please send it in. I would love to see it and showcase it. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please hit the red subscribe button in the lower right hand corner, and ring that bell for notifications, because I have new content releasing every single day of the week at 8 a.m. This is the Roulette Master, and have a great day.